Hey team, today we're going to go over a sweep and an attack from half guard. It's going to be the electric chair. From the electric chair we're going to do a sweep, and from the finish of the sweep we're going to look at a knee bar to finish. Okay, so we're going to start this position in half guard, but I want to be able to get underneath my partner. So I actually would generally start this position from knee shield, and then when I collapse my knee shield I look to go deep underneath my partner. So I grab hold of my partner's neck and I'm grabbing hold of my partner's tricep, but I hook my partner's arm here. This is so that they can't get their arm around my neck. The knee shield is to stop them from coming forward and squashing me, so this is my short frame, and the hand around the neck is to stop them disappearing backwards. But when I'm ready, I'm going to drop my knee through the hole and I'm going to start coming down. And I shrug my shoulder up to start bringing my partner onto me. At the same time, I start to reach this hand underneath and I look to switch my legs. So you can see under here I've got now my lockdown position. So my leg comes over the top, the other one comes over the top of my foot and then locks underneath. So from here we've got a few different options. But what I want to try to do is I want to try to push back into my partner so that when my partner pushes back, wait a second, do it really slowly. When my partner pushes back, I windscreen wiper this arm underneath and I use my frame to push my partner's shoulder. At the same time, I scoop this leg up onto my head, up onto my shoulder, and I start gable gripping my hand together. So we'll show that from a couple of different options before I show the finish. We start in knee shield position, so sort of half guard knee shield. I drop down, my partner falls onto me, and I have one hand under the leg, one hand under here. As I pull them forward, this is when I switch my leg position. So I now have control of my partner's leg, and I have pretty much control of my partner's body on top of me. So from here I push into my partner a little bit, and as they push back I windscreen wiper this arm on the inside and start framing. From here, so if you could move your arm just that one out of the way. From here I want to gable grip my hand together and I kick my legs out and I start coming around. Okay, so I'm pulling my elbow down, pulling the knee into me, so my arm is above the knee line, working towards my partner's hip. Can you just lift that arm again? Sorry. So it's here, okay, and I stretch my legs. So I won't do it with Dawn's legs there, but I stretch my legs out to try to get my partner into the splits. So that's the electric chair. So I'll do it one more time from this angle so you can see my feet position, how my feet change. Okay, so we're starting in knee shield for this position. I drop down. This hand comes underneath my partner's leg, this one underneath, and I pull my partner onto me. As I pull my partner onto me, I change my feet. And I get into my lockdown position. Okay, from here, I push my partner back up. As she drives back in, the hand comes underneath, starts to push, and I control my partner's leg. From here, my legs push away as I gable grip and push my elbow down, and even try to get my shoulders to the mat. Okay, so the next thing from there, if you've come across somebody who's really flexible, who doesn't tap to the electric chair, they might be able to do the splits. This is when we can start to get our sweep from this position. So everything is exactly the same from the starting position. I come down. So I'm always going into a deep half position here, grabbing. As I roll back, I switch my legs. Okay, and so if you can, you might be able to come straight away into this position. instead of pushing and pushing back. I'm just trying to get action and reaction going when I'm pushing and pushing back. So from here, you might have someone who's really, really flexible. So you're trying to get the electric chair on them, but they can do the splits. So from here, I'm going to grab the knee. So I'm still securing my partner's leg to me, and I'm going to come up to my elbow. And then I just keep coming up, till I get into a top position. So this is your 2 points for the sweep. Started on bottom in a guarded position, and you end up on top. So one more time. Okay, so once again we start from our knee shield position. Okay, I pop down, I dive into my partner, I start bringing them up and switch my legs. Okay, maybe so. The reason why is a lot of people will use their hands to start pushing back. So as they push back, I drive in a little bit, so they end up pushing back into me. And then I go again, and I look for my electric chair. But from here, my partner's really flexible. I can't get the tap. I'm stretching my legs out. Can't get the tap. Okay, so I grab to make sure I keep my partner's legs straight and attached to me. I come up to my elbow, and I start pushing forward. Okay, so we started in the same knee shield position. I push my leg through, get my arm underneath, wait for my partner to come onto me so I get the balance point, switch my legs, so I lock up the leg. Either my partner comes back, in which case I drive into them, and then frame, and I look to get the sweep. So I come up, get the sweep. Okay, from here, I'm going to look to keep hold of my partner's thigh here, and my other hand comes underneath my partner's butt cheek and grabs the adductor. So I've got one hand on the thigh, one hand on the adductor. I'm going to switch my legs again, and I'm going to hook my partner's ankle with my ankle. And now I start to bring my partner's leg up and out. So I'm driving my hips in, keeping my partner's legs tight and their hips locked to the ground. And I start bringing this out for the knee bar. So I want to go here. So let's look to do the sweep in one movement. So we're going to go down and through, come up, look to get my sweep, unlock my legs, control under the hamstring and across the top of the thigh, switch my leg out,